Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
We are here today to tackle and discuss about a certain selection entitled The Whistle by Benjamin Franklin. And this selection has taught us many things. Many things like we shouldn't replace our permanent values and permanent things that we are having in life for just a temporary ones, because it is important to value them no matter what it gives us. So now I believe that you already know on which party or which part or team you are in right now. May I see the affirmative side, and this is the negative side. We are here today and to tackle this certain selection in connection with the three aspects of our life: the personal, social, and also our political beliefs. In each aspect, narrate a certain scenario, and then you will tell me and post for your side in such an affirmative and negative on what you believe in, and then have a rebuttal for 1 minute. You will have an introduction for 2 minutes and rebut with each other for 1 minute. I believe that you guys are now ready.
Yes.
So let's start it. Our first aspect to tackle is about the personal life. And here is the scenario. Anna is a salesperson in ABC company, and she has this certain prospect. This prospect is getting an evidence on how effective her product is, and she consulted it to her manager because she cannot give any evidence to that customer or that prospect. And then her manager said that she could just say to the prospect that I would discuss it later on, because as the manager believed that this prospect would later on forget what she said about it and then neglect it, that she said that she will discuss it later on. As for Anna, this account is worth 75,000 pesos, and this would be her highest sale to incur for this year. Would you think how much does Anna spend for her whistle? Is it for the higher sales, or is it for the ethical belief that she is in her company? May I hear the introduction and then the side of the affirmative? Your 2 minutes starts now.
So, for me, some of the people in a certain organization in the company do this because they get a higher sales. It is that people in the workforce tend to do that no matter how evaluated they are with their proper ethics. They care about their commission because that is the reason why they work.
Thank you. The rebut from the negative side starts now.
I disagree with that. Been there, done that. Ethical is still the best practice. Yes, let's say you get higher profits, but some others took advantage on people who don't have knowledge on particular thing. And majority of them regrets of doing that wrong practice. That's why the best companies raise the best success people.
It's your time to rebut for the affirmative side.
So, actually, professionally speaking, in a business world, you really need to care about your sales because a higher sales will make you stay on top of your game. So, to make a living, you really need to put yourself first, then to think what other will say about you.
And then the last rebuttal from the negative side.
So I care about you, that's why I'm telling you this. The higher the risk, the higher the wealth you will get. The lower the risk, the lower achievements you will get, but with good reputation. Don't degrade yourself just to accomplish higher sales, or worse, if you get caught, customers won't trust you anymore.
Thank you very much. Point well taken. We now proceed with the second aspect, which is the social life. And this is the scenario. Jane, after her fourth 4 years courtship with Brian, she already answered him. And then, after she answered him, she rarely and often go with her friends. And then her friends just told her that when you and Brian get on, you were rarely to see us and be with us. And then her friends told her that we are already friends over. And then Jane said to them that I would rather lose you than lose Brian, the one that I love. And what do you think? How much does Jane spend for his whistle? Is it for the one that she loves, or is it for her friends? A 2-minute introduction.
Oh, so for me, it's a friendship over love. Why? Because we all know that having a friendship in our life has an impact and importance to our life. Let me say this: the importance of friendship. Our friends give us a companionship, support, and enrichment to our life. Love, love. It's just there. You can just have it in just one click. And love is love. True love waits, right? We all know that we can have our love life or love in the right time. So for me, it's a friendship because friendship. They're the one who always there to cry on, to listen to whenever have like problems, to support us, to love us, of course. And then I know you have a girlfriend, right, Mr. Prado?
Yes.
What if one day your girlfriend leaves you with a broken heart, and then you don't know, or you don't know who would you talk, or someone to talk to you to comfort you, and then the person available to talk to you is your friend, right? To support you, to guide you, to give you some advices, to comfort you, as so that your pain is to reduce. That's all.
Thank you very much.
For me, first of all, if my girlfriend leaves me, there's my family. Support me if I'm broken, if on the things that I can do. If I'm sad, I'm alone, there's my family. And not all friends are true to you. And because there are friends that backstabs you, there are friends that they just there because you have money and power.
Okay. So let's talk about a family. Family, we have father, mother, and brother and sister. All of them we can consider as your friends, right? We as a people, we can consider all people around us as a friend, right? If that's the case, if you have a backstabber using you because of you have a lot of money, if that's your case, it's your problem to identify if your friend is a true or fake to you. And then it's not really impossible that you don't have any friends, right? And of course you have a childhood friend when you have been way back on since you're a child, right? And of course the true importance of friendship is has a impact and advantage to us, so that we can show to the other people that we have a true.
Okay, time's up. The last rebuttal.
What if your friends is just getting along with you because you have some things that they don't have? A friend without love is fake, and in the end, love is all we need. If your friends got their own family, your fake friends will just leave you alone, and we all know that true love can't do that, and it makes you happy and satisfied. That's all.
And in this last selection, this particular part, I will not need you as the debating team. I just wanted you to react on a certain scenario that I will give you in a certain aspect, which is the political belief or the political aspect of your life. And this is the scenario. Mayor A has proposed a budget in the court, and it was granted. It's 100 million peso budget, and he proposed such activities that he will construct a road, the railway, and then fix the roads, and then address the lack of classrooms and schools in his city that he's residing, and then also build some infrastructure that will be in the betterment of his people. But after a year, after his term, that the people assessed his performance as a city mayor. The people, his constituents, doesn't see these people didn't see any evidence of his work. Neither fixed road. Some of the roads that he tried to fix is still undone as this very moment. So, how would you react on this? Is this city mayor buying or spending too much for his whistle, or just for his own wealth and rather than his integrity to his people? Yes, the gentlewoman from this side.
For me, the mayor is paying too much for his own will than his integrity. Because as a politician, his goal is to serve the people around him and help them. But if he uses the Kabanang Bayan for his own, he is like the other politician who is corrupt. But for me, he should not call himself as a mayor because technically he is not serving his people, but he is much concerned about his wealth or his money. That's it.
And any concerns from this
Um,
group?
for me, that is the main problem of our government, right? The corruption. And we need to accept that we can control his mind or the mayor's mind or someone's mind to become honest. And we need to accept the reality that corruption is one of the nature of the government.
Additional.
So for me, it's too greedy because being a politician means serving your people and giving your all to serve them, not by just stealing the fund that your people should deserve.
Any addition?
I agree with him. No one can stop corruption. It's just like a disease that spreads around the country. Or in the nation. If everybody wants change, it should start with individuals.
Point well taken. I now therefore can conclude that with all those scenarios that I've presented to you a while ago, it's just still part of the selection, the whistle. And this gave us the learnings about this certain selection, because as much as how these people mentioned in this scenarios paid off for their whistle. As for the mayor, he paid so much for his own wealth other than serving his constituents. He served his own first before the others, which is not really a characteristic of a leader, especially if you're a politician. And then the second one is that how does Jane spend too much for for her loved one? So she would rather lose her friends than losing Brian. And then the last one is that how much does this salesperson spend too much for her own sales than her own commissions, than knowing the right thing to do and not cheating with the other customers and losing their valuable customers, and also getting along with a relationship with these customers. And for that, I know that you guys have learned also with that, and I am thankful for that wonderful discussion and fruitful discussion. I hope that I could get along with you in some other time. And Thank you very much.
you.
Thank you.
And that's all for today. Good day and God bless.